The data points you see here are returned for every option contract when utilizing our web API to pull option data throughout market hours. These exact endpoints or these exact objects are available in both our real-time and 15-minute delayed offerings. Additionally, as you'll soon see, we offer a wide variety of query parameters with our options endpoints to make filtering through the options ocean a true breeze. Going through this slide a little more, you'll receive all of the company metadata assigned to the option contract or option chain of your choosing, as well as all of the pertinent data regarding the option itself, the last trade price, the size, bid and ask, the volume, the open interest on the contract, American or European style, as well as all of the Greeks and implied volatility. Additionally, as you'll soon see as we walk through the feeds themselves, we provide all of the stats we use to calculate the Greeks via the Black-Scholes model. So here we're going to walk through using Postman a few of our web API. These are the most popular web API endpoints. And often how about our users go pulling in either an entire option chain or all of the data itself for a given ticker. So the first endpoint we're going to discuss is the Intrinio options expirations endpoint. This endpoint will accept the ticker of your choosing, as well as two query parameters, after and before, but those are optional. What this endpoint will do is return all expiration dates for upcoming and expired contract data. Additionally, if you wish to further filter it, you simply just need to add in a before and after date, and you can place a color around the expirations you wish to receive. Then you can use our Intrinio options chain by ticker and expiration endpoint to retrieve all option data for that given expiration date. As you'll see here, once again, you just need the ticker you're looking for, and now that you've retrieved the expiration date, you can filter the entire chain for that date. So the first return you're going to see is all of the option data present. As we discussed in our last slide, there's the metadata on the contract itself, the pricing data, and if we look below, we'll see the stats as well. This will be for every contract that is offered on that date for that particular ticker. So you can ensure that you have all of the data right at your fingertips. Additionally, using the filter parameters, we can now switch from only receiving calls or only receiving put contracts on that date. We can filter by the strike itself, greater than, less than, or equal to a particular strike. You're also able to filter by volume, open interest, and the moneyness to ensure that you're only receiving the data you want to analyze or for your end users to utilize. The other option to retrieve all option data through our endpoints is by simply using a date in the ticker itself. The option contracts filter will return all option data after a particular date or before. So once again, you can put a color around the date you'd like to see. Additionally, with this endpoint, you can filter by strike to ensure that you receive only the data you want. This data will return the option contract metadata for every option going forward. So you'll see the option contract, the ticker, the expiration date that this one falls on, the strike, and the type. With this return object, you can then utilize the option contract itself in our next three endpoints to receive the further option data. So you can also filter by type and strike as well. Finally, we'll pull an option contract into our next endpoint, which is option price by contract. If you know the contract or have now filtered towards the exact contract you want further information on, you just can drop it right here into this endpoint, and you'll see only the option data for that given contract. These are used by our users when they construct watch lists for options, and they know exactly the contract they want to see and exactly the one they want returned on a given schedule. It's also additionally used to track portfolios and see how performance is managed. The next endpoint we're going to talk about is the options end of day endpoint, where using the same options contract, you can see how an option has performed in the previous trading week or 5 trading days. This allows our users to track the changes in implied volatility, open interest, daily volume surges, as well as the price itself, to ensure that they're kind of managing exactly where the volatility of the contract's going, how it's been performing, and these are particularly popular around earnings calls to show exactly where the IV is moving in between calls. The final endpoint we'll see will return the option stats for any given contract. For this one, you'll see the Greek's implied volatility, as well as the factors inputted to calculate those stats. That way, you can ensure that you know exactly what is being calculated. These are the most popular endpoints that we offer for our users, and all of them allow you to easily navigate option data in a very streamlined manner.